So this morning we heard the beginnings of stirrings regarding problems with our food supply. Smithfield Foods and Tyson have both closed plants due to outbreaks in their facilities. Now, in my opinion, this is indicative of a bigger problem that we as Americans aren't talking about enough. You got one group of people who stomp their feet and say, no government. And one group of people who stomp their feet and say, more government. And I think the government on a federal level should be applied more like a firearm. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. Because there are things our federal government could be doing that would help this situation across the board for everyone. The biggest and most important, I feel, is, okay, you have all these businesses that need protective equipment, okay? Masks, whatever. I don't know. My personal opinion is these things aren't doing us any good. But if people feel they help and it makes them feel more comfortable, okay, fine. These men and women are going to work every day and doing their job, okay? And if they get sick, that job should be protected and there for them when they come back. Period. And we should be taking steps to make sure that they can stay well as long as possible at these jobs. Now, that means, personal protective equipment, okay? That's going to cost companies money. Should the federal government provide that? I don't think so. But what the federal government could do is, instead of taking their slice out of our pockets every paycheck and every month in these companies, give them a tax break for a little while. Make it less expensive for them to do business so the cost of getting this stuff isn't so expensive for them. And it's not just big governments. These piss-ass, panty-waist, communist unions need to step the fuck out of the way and let people solve their problems. Okay, places like Smithfield and Tyson, I don't know if they have unions or not, but a lot of businesses do have unions. And these unions are hurting the American economy in a big way right now. Because these businesses are losing people to an illness. It sucks. People are getting sick. As I've said previously, we have means to treat that illness, and eventually those people should be able to come back to the workforce. 85% of the people who get this virus will recover. That statistic remains constant and has not changed. But these companies who are losing people, do they have the option of going out and getting temporary workers in there? No, because unions are throwing temper tantrums and demanding protections for jobs. And those protections should be there. What I propose is that companies like Tyson and Smithfield and United Grocers and companies like that are losing people and don't have the staff to do these jobs, be allowed to hire contracted temporary employees. People that come in and understand that this job is temporary. They're signing a contract that they understand and agree that when the person can come back to work, their job will be gone. Give these businesses the opportunities to continue to thrive, to keep our economy going. See, it's things like this that seems to baffle our government. Our government is supposed to be a tool to help us. And instead, our government is still in the midst of this crisis using us to profit. This quarantine is just a means of preventing us from developing a natural immunity to this, the way we did with chickenpox and measles when we were a kid. Okay? The flu 80 years ago was terrifying to everyone. Now it's terrifying for some of us because of age and advanced health problems and things like that. But the majority of us, we get the flu, we lay in bed a few days, we snivel and whine, and we're back to work after that. It's just the reality of it. Because over the years, we've developed immunities to certain aspects of the flu. And our bodies develop the ability to fight certain parts of the flu. Is there an absolute immunity to the flu? Not yet. Maybe it'll happen in biology someday. Who knows? That's way beyond my level. But things like the measles and things like that, we've pretty much beaten. People don't get the chickenpox in America in epidemic proportions. Our kids get it. In a classroom, maybe. Maybe it goes to the school. And then 20 years later, our kids get it. But no one gets it again because immunity. Hey! What our government wants to do is keep us separated so that we're not building that immunity, and we are dependent on a vaccine that they provide. It's all about dependency and subjugation. Give us your guns, we'll protect you. Give us your health, we'll protect you. Give us your freedoms, we'll subjugate you. That's what this is all about. Think hard, folks. Our government is either going to be a tool for our benefit or our omnipresent overlords dictating to us how they're going to keep us safe. We saw how well it worked in Soviet Russia. We see how well it's working in Venezuela. Is that the society we want? Is that the society that our grandparents and our great-grandparents fought to give us? I don't think so. Think hard about it, folks. As always, be decent to each other because we're all in this together. God bless.